This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on NDTV Hindu. Plenty making the news this hour. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Students double up as brokers on college campuses, charging amounts even up to 50,000 rupees, with the college management hand in glove. Are the private engineering colleges in the city a temple of education or center for controversies? Alleged ill treatment by the college staff drives a student to attempt suicide. The molester correspondent of the Kodaikanal school, M.L. Bright, gets 3 days of police custody. More girls questioned for his behavior. More and more working professionals fall prey to the H-1B visa trap. Who is to blame? An exclusive report. Banks and the services they offer are now under the scanner. The State Commission orders for compensation to consumers for their losses. The right to education does not really mean the right to admission in a school in Besanagar. Schools of a students are rejected. David Villa's men look to take the steam out of the German war cry. The battle for the ages rages tonight. Nirbhay Singh, a third-year engineering student, was murdered by a group of rival students on Monday. The case of murder may be almost solved with the arrest of 8 students, but there is a larger string attached to the story. Students from the north of the country, a majority of the student population at engineering colleges in the city, are not just students, but brokers who fetch for their college students from their hometown with or without merit as new admissions. In exchange, they get a cut of many thousands.
I walked into the Dr. MGR deemed university, not as a crime reporter, but posing as a layman in need of a mechanical engineering seat for a kin. Within minutes, offers came pouring in. This third-year student from the northeast, however, promised a seat immediately, provided I produced a demand draft worth 25,000 rupees plus 50,000 rupees in cash, without a receipt in exchange.
Bill, no capitation fee, because this is black. Only this is going college. This is no any record. Your admission is taken in college. This is your proof. Okay. You have given 25,000 fee receipt only, and your receipt of admission. Okay. Black capitation fee. This is no any. Okay.
There are many like the student who play broker. 6 out of every 10 engineering students are from different parts of North India. Sources reveal that each bring to the college at least 10 prospective new entrants who can pay a whopping donation, and for that each broker student gets a cut of 50,000 rupees. The college staff are aware but don't speak out against the management. On Monday, Nirbhay Singh, a third-year student, was beaten to death by some rival group of brokers from another college, apparently because he made a wrongful deal. The education trade is no more a secret. But it's not just the students to blame. The college management lures students to turn brokers by giving them a commission. It's now for the ministry to intervene and investigate, at least after this dirty trade has taken its toll on students' life. In Chennai, Salim for NDTV Hindu.
And former Vice-Chancellor of the Anna University, Professor Kalanidhi, joined us and said that action must be taken by educational authorities on a war footing.
What do you think, point-wise, 1, 2 and 3, what do you think the government needs to do, the Education Ministry needs to do at this stage to crack down on something like this?
You know, they have to appoint committees independent of the existing deemed universities.
Correct.
And the existing universities, independent academicians, to monitor and give a report. If necessary, region-wise you appoint 2-3 committees and then ask them to give a report. And based on that, you take action immediately. It should be on a war footing. You are only concerned about engineering colleges, 8 lakhs, 4 lakhs and 5 lakhs. What about the medical colleges which are making 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs?
Whereas former DGP of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Sripal, contradicted this and said that action can be taken if proven guilty.
The investigation of the murder case,
Yes.
if some things like this come to notice,
Yes.
police can take suo motu action and move the authorities responsible for taking proper action. That's the method. There may be another murder immediately. So it is the responsibility of the police to prevent crime. So in the process of preventing further crime, police can take action and move the proper authorities.
But controversies at private engineering colleges in the city does not end with just that. A student studying in a college in Chennai tried to commit suicide on Tuesday. He says he was brutally beaten up by the campus in charge and suspended along with another boy. Today, a few parents gathered outside the college demanding that something be done immediately. They have demanded for an assurance that their kids will not be physically assaulted for any offence in the future. The college principal, V.C. Jayakumar, has denied that all these charges are false and has insisted that they are only trying to maintain discipline in the college. They also claimed that they do not manhandle students as alleged.
கூட்டு போய் அங்கே பெரிய லத்தி வச்சுருந்தாரு. வச்சுருந்து அப்படியே என்னை பிடிச்சி ரொம்ப அடித்தோடனே தலையை வந்து செவுத்தில் வந்து முட்டை வச்சு ரொம்ப இது பண்ணார். அப்புறம் கீழே படுக்க போட்டு ஷூவோட அப்படியே மூஞ்சில் மிதிச்சார், கழுத்தில் இங்கே மிதிச்சார். மிதிச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் என்னால் என்ன பண்ணுறதுன்னு தெரில. அப்படியே என்னை சஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க, அப்படியே வெளியே போக சொல்லிட்டாங்க. நான் அப்படியே என்ன பண்ணுறதுன்னு தெரியாமல் பீச்சுக்கு போயிட்டேன். போய் சூசைட் அட்டன் பண்ண போயிட்டேன்.
ரெண்டு பசங்களுக்கு இடையில் சாட்டர்டே ஒரு தாம்பரத்தில் ஒரு பிரச்சனை நடந்தது. அது என்னங்கிறது எங்களை நோட்டீஸுக்கு நேற்று வந்தோன்னா 2 குரூப்பையும் கூப்பிட்டு விசாரிச்சுட்டு அதில் 2 பேரை சஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்கோம். இதுதான் நடந்துச்சு.
Well, in other news, the Kodaikanal school correspondent M.L. Bright, who has been accused of molesting a 14-year-old student, has been taken under police custody for interrogation. The school principal, Sheba Paul, too, is in police custody. Meanwhile, a judicial magistrate recorded statements of 5 girl students of Kodaikanal Public School today. And some statements we hear are shocking. According to police sources, some girl students as young as 14 and even 12 years of age alleged that M.L. Bright ordered the girls to visit him in the evenings in his room and sexually abused them. He has even warned the girls that if they made a whiff of it to their parents or friends, he even threatened to get them out of school. And NDTV's senior correspondent Sam Daniel gave us more details about the investigation that's currently on.
The information we are getting now is that over the past 2 days, 5 girl students from Kodaikanal Public School have deposed before the judicial magistrate of Nilakota in the district, and the statements have been recorded. And the police say in a few days' time they'll be getting a copy of that. So as of now, we don't know really what these students have said about Mr. Bright. This comes after the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court was quite upset with the police not probing further after a student from that Kodaikanal Public School complained of molestation by the school correspondent. Following that, the police made sure that they sent police teams to the school and made the girl students who are staying in that particular hostel to give their statements before the judicial magistrate, so that whatever they say will be legally valid and stronger. And as of now, the police have also secured the custody of Mr. M.L. Bright, the correspondent of the Kodaikanal Public School, to interrogate him for 3 days. So they say stronger evidence might emerge in the next few days, particularly based on the information they get both from the correspondent as well as the principal of the school, Sheba Paul, who is already in the police custody, and also based on the information they get from the statements these students have given to the magistrate in Nilakota.
On to some political news now. Amma is back in Chennai a week ahead of her scheduled return from a short break at Kodanadu. That's probably because the ruling DMK has brought her tea estate under the scanner. The AIDMK alleges a witch hunt. Our political reporter Shabir Ahmed looks at whether politics of vendetta is back to haunt the state.
The dust over the Siddhawood land grabbing case may have finally settled. But AIADMK chief Jayalalitha still cannot breathe easy. Her new headache comes from the hills. That's a summer aboard Kodanadu. The DMK government's bid to buttonhole its arch rival into another legal battle by initiating An inquiry into alleged violations in the tea estate seems to have worried a mass camp.
The ruling DMK's move to appoint an IAS officer to probe into the alleged tea factory violations has come at a time when Jayalalitha is gearing up to hold a massive demonstration to expose the failures of the ruling DMK.
My party General Secretary has made it very clear. It is an act of political vendetta in which Karunanidhi excels himself. So we will face it.
The AIADMK Supremo recently trained her guns at the Coimbatore conference, accusing the DMK patriarch of squandering a whopping 400 crore rupees for self-aggrandizement and to strengthen his vote base in the western region. The opposition wonders if this inquiry into Kodinad is a response to those blistering attacks. With Shabir Ahmed, this is Sai Manish for NDTV Hindu.
Well, up on the other side of news tonight, it's an out-of-the-box idea by being in the box itself for a man who is on the run from the police. That's coming up in just a moment.